We have a math problem here, and we are asked to use the distributive property of multiplication to find 7 times 12. And then we have some different options here as in our answers. Well, we also have a hint here that says 12 equals 10 plus 2. We know that. And I'm looking at 7 times 12, and I think this hint is telling us that we could turn 12 into 10 plus 2, correct? By using the distributive property. Excuse me, that should not say 10 times 2. That should say 10 plus 2. Let me redo that. And so we are going to multiply 10 times 7 and then add it to 7 times 2. Well, I'm going to work down here in my space. So I've got 7 times 10, and what is 7 times 10? Well, that gives us 70. And then I've got 7 times 2. And that gives us what? That gives us 14. And then we add the answers together. Well, we have 4 in the ones place, and then 8 in the tens place. So our answer is 84. 84. Awesome. All right, this one's a little different. This one, it says 6 times 37. Our hint is that 37 equals 4 take away 3. We are still going to use the distributive property, but we're going to use different number bonds, or use number bonds in a way of subtraction. 40 take away 3 equals 37, right? Those are different number bonds for the number 37. So let me get 37 here. I'm going to circle it. It is the same as 40 take away 3. The multiplication steps are just the same. 6 times 40 take away 6 times 3. Well, 6 times 40, oh my gosh, Ms. Salkup, that's a big number. Well, can we add 46 times? Yes, you can. Or can we use the multiples of 0? Yes, we could do that. Multiples of 10. I know that 6 times 4 is 24. And then if I just bring that 0, add that 0, 240. So 6 times 40 is 240. Now 6 times 3, that's a little bit more familiar. You can probably tell me by the time I'm done writing this out. What is it? It's 18. Whoops, I'm subtracting. Oh, I need to make sure that my 18 is in the correct place value spot. Oh, I'm sorry, give me just a moment. I apologize for that. I'm writing down 18 in the correct place value spot because in this problem I am subtracting it because my number bonds are subtracting, not adding. So I'm going to borrow from the tens place. 10 take away 8 is 2. 3 take away 1 is 2. And bring the 2 down. 222. That's a little different, right? It's a little spin on the distributive property, but it works, doesn't it? And you can do it. So when you come across a problem like this, you can follow the same steps that I just did. I think we might do one more. Now on this problem, they're having us work it out in front of us. They're saying multiply 6 times 20. Well, I know that 6 times 2 is 12, and then if I add the 0 from the 20, I may get 120. Now I have 6 times 2. What's 6 times 2? 12. They want us to multiply the following using my answers from above and the distributive property of multiplication. They want us to find out what 6 times 18 is. Well, I'm looking at these two problems. I know that 20 take away 2 is 18, right? So I'm going to take 12 away from 120. This is just another way of approaching this distributive property. It's just a different step. So if I could take 12 away from 120, let me write this out. And you could always count back by 10, but I like having it out in front of me. Borrowing from the tens place, bring this over, have 8 in the ones place. 1 take away 0 is 0. And then bring the 1 down, 108. So 6 times 18 is 108. And then let me review one more time why they had us do that. This is because 20 take away 2 is 18. 6, they want to know 6 times 18. So they had us multiply 6 times 20, which is a pretty easy answer, and then take 2, and then the 12 from that, and then subtract that. Okay? So this is how we are going to approach this IXL word problem. It's a tough one, not gonna lie. So you can use this video, go back and watch it. If you need help, don't hesitate to ask. Good luck.